Hey everybody, have my 2019 MT09 that we're going to be swapping out the stock grips for a new set of Pro grips, and should help the ride be a little bit more comfortable. So if you've never installed grips onto motorcycles before, I will point out that the grips are different sizes, and the reason for that is the throttle tube needs a little bit of a bigger grip on it. So what we'll do is we'll start by removing the stock grips. I usually just use a knife and just a light score across the top and then slowly peel it off. It's usually held on by a little bit of contact cement or some grip adhesive. So the stock grips have a hole in the end to accommodate the attachment of a bar end. So what I'll do now is just use a knife to trim out the end of the aftermarket grip so we can install our bar end after. So I've cut the end of the grip out so we can reinstall our bar end after. And then what I like to do before I put the grips on is a little bit of tape over the end so we don't get any adhesive between the throttle tube and the handlebar. And if we did that, we'll have a sticky throttle, and that would be bad. So what I use is just a spray adhesive. Just a couple little shots inside the grip. I give it a roll and just slide it on just like so. Then make sure that the grip is lined up how you want it, and that is not too close here to the housing, or that'll cause your throttle to stick. So after the grip is on, I will take a knife and cut away the tape that I installed there to keep the adhesive out of the throttle tube area. Now all that's left is installing our bar end, and then we'll move on to the other side. Okay, so we're moving on to the other side now. Just make a note that before we take this one off, there's probably about 1/2 of an inch of overhang of the bar from this grip, and then the bar end comes in and supports it. So we'll just do another slice across the top. Just peel it off. That one had hardly any adhesive on it from the factory. So we'll take our other grip, which I've already cut, add a little bit more spray adhesive. And then we'll install this one onto the bar. And I find that when you give these a little twist when they're going on, it makes it slide on a little bit easier. So that is the finished product. New grips installed. Takes about 15-20 minutes if you take your time. Just make sure that when you're installing that one on the throttle side that you take care not to get any adhesive in between the throttle tube and the handlebar.